Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the zodiac sign Cancer and the coronavirus. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Now, the first thing I want to talk about as far as the zodiac sign Cancer goes and coronavirus, that this is basically going to elaborate on what I mean as far as this goes. This video is basically I'm talking about how the zodiac sign Cancer may far as handling the coronavirus and dealing with it and things basically of that nature. So, and just matters pertaining to the coronavirus, I should say COVID-19 and how they might deal with it and how it may impact their life, etc. Now, the thing about it is the first thing up is that the zodiac sign Cancer has to be careful because Cancer it's really about having their immune system is not really great. I would say Cancer and Pisces really are the two. As far as the signs with the weakest constitution, I would say it's the zodiac sign Cancer and Pisces, and their resistance to debilitations are not very good. Their recuperative powers are not exactly the robust or the best. So Cancer has to be careful as far as being in environments where this may be more prevalent. This is something too where the sensitive area for Cancer. Now, some symptoms like of the coronavirus can be a very obstinate and unrelenting chest pain or some pressure in it. And of course, Cancer is associated with the breast and chest area, so that's an area where they might be impacted very strongly if they do happen to contract the coronavirus. Now, as far as the areas in life where they may be impacted strongly, well, first off, Neptune is in Pisces, of course, still. Neptune, you're talking about a planet connected with diseases, and Pisces, of course, can be associated with ones that can't be eradicated or cured. So for Cancer, the ninth house is what is emphasized and highlighted. So it can be a situation where it might be an in-law might get this, an in-law Cancer might get this, or even a grandchild. It may be contracted through traveling abroad. Uh, it may be going and trying. This might really affect the zodiac sign Cancer from expanding the horizons more so than most people, and also too as far as publishing goes as well. And the thing about this is, and it could in the publishing, the way it might affect it might not necessarily be bad. I mean, it could indicate that maybe Cancer is inspired to publish things consistently connected with the coronavirus. So that is one way it could manifest and pan out. Cancer also has to be careful as far as religious congregations go. This could be an area where they may be susceptible to picking it up, or it could be simply be somebody that's prominent in their life scheme that is a member of some religious group or congregation may wind up getting this, or it could be at a college, a university. So because those things are, of course, associated with the ninth house in astrology. Now, going to as far as Pluto goes, well, Pluto can be associated with viruses, so I would say that's another culprit in terms of anything connected with the virus. And Pluto is in Capricorn still, of course, so for Cancer, the seventh house is what is emphasized and highlighted. So the way this might impact Cancer, it could be more of their relationships, partnership situations at this time. It could be where a significant other may contract it, or it could be a grandmother in some cases. Now, seventh house is also pertains to legalities and lawsuits. And understand how sensitive the zodiac sign Cancer is. I'm a Cancer, Sun in Cancer, as many of you may know, and I have certain sensitivity, of course. And I don't know if lawsuits can actually are viable, or I don't know, the way I want to say this is that as far as anything with the coronavirus, can somebody actually sue somebody in some matter connected with it, such as not being warned in a certain area or going into an area where they thought it was safe and they wind up picking up? Well, Cancer, regardless of whether you can sue anybody or not for this, that's something you may want to confirm and look up on the internet or what have you. But Cancer would be more likely than most a greater propensity for maybe trying to sue somebody in a case like this, because they are very sensitive to things and they are going to take situations a little bit more to heart than most. And also too, it might impact some situation with open adversaries. Maybe what happens is if Cancer winds up getting it from somebody, they could that person that they contracted it from, they might see them as an open enemy. Or if Cancer has it and inadvertently gives it to someone else, they might wind up creating an open enemy or open adversary with that person unwittingly or inadvertently. Um, Another thing too is that Cancer, on the positive side of this thing, as far as the coronavirus COVID-19 goes, they may be more adaptable to this than most as far as the confinement and isolation aspect of this, because Cancer is a very introverted type, of course. So it wouldn't be like a major transition that Cancer would have to make in order to adapt or deal with this. And Cancer is also about dedication and devotion. Now, if they have a family member, say hypothetically, that gets this, or somebody that's close, they feel close to home with, or a close friend, they will often show a lot of dedication and devotion to those people at this time, and will stand by them during this situation. Cancer is also very nurturing and sympathetic, so they'll be expressing those qualities very strongly with those people. They're also very sympathetic. I mean, they're sympathetic to the needs of others in general, and they will be the ones that will often give others protection during this adversity. And Cancer will, as far as a close friend or family member, they will often make sure that that person has their subsistence and survival needs. Because Cancer can be about survival, I would say. And also too, keep in mind too, though, the zodiac sign Cancer, of course, can be very moody, fickle, and temperamental. So if you're in a situation with Cancer, and you're with a Cancer person that's prominent in your life, or it's a family member and you're living with this person, you have to understand that there might be strong fluctuations in their mood and temperament. But if you can overlook that, at least to some degree, you really don't have a bad person. That really you don't, as far as somebody that's by you, because this is a person that will be very loyal to you, and somebody that does again have very strong, I call, powers of dedication and devotion. And Cancer is very tenacious as well, and they will look for constantly look for ways in which they can actually help somebody that might be in this predicament. So now another thing too is if Cancer winds up getting this, or even if they don't have it, and they're in a situation where where the state or wherever they're in might impose some kind of situation where the people have to stay at home more, like a curfew, and there's more isolation. Well, Cancer will often, I would say, they would be more inclined to do things, of course, Cancerian related, I would say, like researching ancestry, their family history. They might be rummaging through photo albums, maybe family games, things that are nostalgic and connected with the past. It could be playing family games like Twister. That would be an old classic game, not only be a family game, I would say, but it's one from the past, and strongly from the past, and it's a classic game. And also too, they're also, I would say, Cancer can be the consummate rescuer along with the zodiac sign Pisces. Cancer will, I mean, at least figuratively, take their shirt off their back to help other people, and they will often ensure others that they have an ample supply of food. Their family, they could be very protective of in situations like this, and they will make sure they have often make sure they have that protection that they need. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.